Hi, fourth graders, it's Mrs. Compton, and today we're going to do a number talk, which means mental math. And we are going to do a number talk kind of getting ready to multiply by tens. Now, some of you are probably like, I already know how to do that, but we're going to expand the numbers. We're going to make them a little bit bigger. We're going to jazz them up a little bit. All right, so the first questions I'm going to give you are like guiding questions to get your juices flowing, to get your brain ready. So here we go. The first one is 6 times 4. All right, and you probably know that one. So 6 times 4 is 24. So maybe you did 6, 12, 18, 24, or maybe you knew 6 plus 6 was 12 and you doubled that to 24. You guys get all kinds of crafty, right? Okay, so your next one is 12 times 4. Okay, so stop to think about that. Okay, 12 times 4 is, on the count of 3, tell me. 1, 2, 3, tell me. Did you say 48? I think you did. Now, let's see here. How did you do that? Did you know that 6 times 4 was 24? And you're like, okay, well, if 6 times 4 is 24, and now we're just doing 12 times 4, that's like doubling up. Because this 6 plus 6 makes it 12, right? So this together, 6 plus 6 makes 12. So you can kind of see it would be doubled up for that answer. Double. I bet some of you did that. All right, let's check out the next one. So these obviously aren't multiplying by tens, but you're getting ready for it. We're just getting those juices flowing, remember. Okay, so maybe we should try out our 10. So here we go. 12 times 40. How would you solve that? So this is the point where I want everyone to hit pause, and I want you to stop and think about what strategies you could use. So it doesn't have to be the first one that comes to mind. So you want to keep thinking like, okay, I have a strategy that comes to mind. Can I create an even better strategy? Do I have another strategy? All right, so hit pause and do that right now. All right, so we're back. And I'm guessing you probably have the answer by now. So maybe you've got it right, maybe you've got it wrong, who knows? Because this is a lot to multiply in your head, right? So I'm going to take some guesses on how I think you may have solved this. So I'm going to guess that some of you know that 40 is made up of a 4 times a 10. Did you guys know that? And maybe you decided to do a 12 times 4. And then you don't actually add the 0 on at the end. A lot of people are like, I did 12 times 4 and I got 48, and then I added a 0 at the end. You don't add a 0. You add a place value. It's different. So 12 times 40 is 480. So maybe you thought about that. Okay, so 480. I'm going to take a guess that some of you probably did an area model in your mind. So maybe you did this kind of thing. I don't know. So which one would be 12 and which one would be 40? So this one's the shorter side, so that one has to be 12, right? And this one has to be 40. So 12, 40. So you can get crafty, right? So maybe you don't know 12 times 40, but maybe you know 12 times 20. And then we'd have another 20 over there that we'd have to do. Because 20 plus 20 makes 40. Do you know 12 plus 20? I mean, times 20. We're not doing plus 20. 12 times 20 would be, do you know? Would be 240. And then that would be 240 over here. Or maybe you're like, I don't know 12 times 20, so I'm going to turn this into a 10 and a 10, and a 10, and a 10, and 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 does make 40. Still works, right? So maybe you thought, well, I could do 12 times 10, and that's 120, and 12 times 10, and that's another 120, 120, 120, all the way through. So you had 4 10s up top, and 10 times 12, 4 times. So 12 times 10, and you had to do it 4 times. Maybe you did that. I'm just trying to get crafty here. I have one more guess. Let's see if I can get this right. I think I'm going to leave it with an area model, but I'm going to get crafty in the other direction. I'm going to split up the 12. Did anybody do that? So let's see. We've got 40 up top and our 12 on the side. But maybe you can barely see that, you guys. My marker is on its death's door. All of them are. I need new markers. Send me the markers. Okay, so maybe you decided to split up the 12 into a 10 and a 2. So maybe you did 40 times 10 and you knew that would be 400. And 40 times 2 and that would be 80. And you put those together and that's 480. Maybe you even split up the 12 into a 6 and a 6 and then you just knew. It's all 480. Doesn't matter which way you go, but get crafty with those numbers. Get crafty with your strategies, because the stronger your strategy is, the better connections you're making in your brain. So have fun with your numbers, and I'll see you next time. Bye.